All right. You remember when Messiah was to come the first time, Christ was to come the first time. How many remember that? A lot of people preached it, a lot of people read it, but very few people had the revelation of how he was going to come. You agree with me? A virgin shall conceive. Unto us a son is given. Unto us a child is born. And how many a time were the preachers preaching it, urging the young sisters to keep their vessels, because you never can tell whether it will be the favored of the Lord to bring the virgin. Is that right? But I tell you, one thing is to preach it, another thing is to have the revelation of what you are even preaching. And that is the key. They kept preaching it until one day a virgin actually conceived. And Mr. Preacher could not believe his own message. When they said that God is gracious, your word has come to pass. The word of Prophet Isaiah, the word of Prophet Moses, Ezekiel and the rest of them. Here is the fulfillment. The priest said, stop that nonsense. The next service, a virgin shall conceive. And here is a virgin who has. The prophet said, your eternal destination is not dependent on what you can see, what you can hear, preachers what you can preach, but on what discernment you have of those things. Why did they miss it? Because they have their own understanding of that message, how it will come. Let me share their understanding with you from Mary herself. Remember, right at the time of the fulfillment of that word, God sent his angel. But he never sent it to everybody. He never sent him to the people of the world. He only sent that angel to the people, to the person who was connected with that promise. Church, are you having your eyes opened? The Marys of this hour, are you having your eyes open? Do you see why the world will not know what you are knowing? Because they are not connected to this promise of his coming. Rapture is for the predestinated. It will be up to them to believe our testimony. God didn't even bother. Now, when angel Gabriel came down, he said, Hail Mary. And Mary stopped. Said, thou art highly favored, this, that, and the other. He said, now you are going to have a child. You are going to conceive and have a child. And that only thing that will be born shall be called the highest, Emmanuel, the this and that. And Mary, true to what everybody had believed, asked a question. How shall these things be, knowing that I know no man? Are you seeing the theological understanding of that prophecy? Did you see what people have carried on their lives since the time of Isaiah? They believe a virgin truly shall conceive. But God will choose one woman and give her to a man for that conception. That was their understanding. That was why Mary asked, how will it happen without knowing a man? Then you will ask me, what have they been teaching them before that time? Because Mary was a church girl. She was not an outsider. And that was why when it happened, contrary to what they understood, they couldn't accept her. But you know what? By what was Mary impregnated? By a man? By spoken word. Did you hear me? Now, when she asked that question, the revelation of that coming was expanded to her. Gabriel said, don't worry, Mary. The way it's going to happen is this. The Spirit of the Lord will overshadow you. You know, it was only to Mary Angel Gabriel taught that. He didn't teach it to the clergy. He didn't teach it to others. So the only person who carried the revelation of his coming was that Mary. And the only people who are having the revelation of this coming Christ is this bride I'm sitting with tonight. You are the Marys of this hour. That is why I said I want to put you in your own rapture. You are the one that God has obligation to explain the mechanism of how it will come. Did you hear what the prophet said? He said the seventh seal brings him back to the earth. So the opening of the seven seals bring his coming. And you know what we are doing right now by the same spoken word, that take on Mary's attitude. If you want that conception, you know what you got to do? Be it unto me. How many said that tonight? Be it unto me according to thy word. Even if I never understood the mechanics, I believe the word. Whatever the word says, be it unto me. And that is what gives an entrance of the word into your life to change you from glory to glory, to get you so impregnated until you are going to bring forth. And what you will bring forth is the Lord Jesus Christ again. This is what the message of the shout is doing to you and I. You love him tonight. Stay under this message. This is why the prophet said the thing for the church to do is to lay under the SON. Did you catch that? Is it harmonizing for you? Until it bakes out every greenness. This message has the capacity to bake out every greenness, to refine you, to fashion your stature, your image of Christ from glory to glory. It has the capacity to change lives. It has the capacity to give you victory over sin, over Satan, over sickness, over disease, over temptations, over the reproach of your own day. Is God what it takes to raise a standard above the flood of your generation?